It's time for my Week 5 college football predictions. We've got a loaded slate ahead of us, so let's just get into it. Bama at Georgia should be an excellent game. It was the best game of last season. Kirby Smart at Georgia is 1-6 versus the Crimson Tide, with the catch that he's never been the home team. There's been a few games in Atlanta, but never in Athens, and that's relevant. Alabama has been horrible on the road under Caleb DeVore. They lose to Vandy in Oklahoma last year, lose to Florida State to open this season, so that's a pretty significant thing. Georgia has shown they can beat you in multiple ways. Stockton has answered a lot of questions about his downfield passing ability, and Alabama has looked sloppy at times. The O-line has concerns after that Florida State game. And yet, I just think of Kalen DeBoer in these big games and how spectacularly his team can perform, even as a short underdog, and I do think it's relevant. There's something significant about Alabama's dominance over Georgia recently. I'm rocking with my preseason national title pick, the Alabama Crimson Tide, to get a massive bounce-back win, beat Georgia, and get their season back on track. Oregon travels to play Penn State. It's the whiteout game, going to be a hostile environment. The big storyline is James Franklin cannot win these big games. He has not beat a top-tier Big Ten contender at peak efficiency since 2016. It's been ridiculous, but Penn State has everything in their favor. They're coming off of a bye. They're healthy. It's early in the season. They're at home. It's the whiteout. It's a night game. Surely this is where they come through and they win this game. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Penn State's downfield passing game is worse than we think so far. I think the Ducks under Dan Lanning show up prepared for these big games. They're going to go on the road. They're going to play with a chip on their shoulder. I think they're just going to make more plays. I'm not going to pick Penn State in a game like this until they actually win it. You might as well flip a coin when picking this game. It always feels like it comes down to the wire between these two. I'm rocking with LSU. I think defense travels one. I think they finally have one this year. I think they go on the road and get a nice victory over an Ole Miss squad that's really great. Again, it's a coin flip game. A lot of people have been underrating Mississippi State here. I think people have forgotten just how dangerous of a place to play Starkville can be when Mississippi State is really good. I think they've actually got a decent team this year. And Tennessee on the road for the first time this season, I think they're going to get a serious stress test, and I think they fail the stress test. I think Mississippi State pulls off the upset. The alarm bells are going off in my head for this one, but I do think Ohio State's able to pull away late in Seattle and get a nice victory. Iowa just doesn't have enough they can bring to the table to threaten Indiana seriously. I think the Hoosiers win, and I think they win big. This is the exact type of game we know Brett Bielema and Illinois and Luke Altmaier are capable of winning. They just need to bring their A game. USC, however, just looks too improved on offense this year. Things are crisp. I think they go on the road and get a nice victory. TCU at Arizona State. I think the Sun Devils at home with their big game play calling coming off a nice win against Baylor. I think they continue to just clean up the little things and beat a TCU team that is absolutely humming on offense right now. This is a really bad spot for Auburn. I think things are going to get ugly in College Station. They're coming off a physical, close loss to Oklahoma. They go on the road against a team that's rested off a bye and also confident after beating Notre Dame a couple of weeks ago. Could get really ugly. And then we've got Arizona. I think they get reality checked on the road versus Iowa State. Iowa State still might win in a close one based on how they play, but I think it's going to be the first loss of the season for the Wildcats.